sight for today's game.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, Trust Your Eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have 2 stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
It's the Packers against the Raiders. They met in the 2nd Super Bowl ever played, Phil, back in 1967.
Yeah, it was an outstanding game. I remember that too, Jim, as a young kid, but also, I think of that game, that was the last game that Vince Lombardi coached for the Green Bay Packers.
And they decked the quarterback.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. The Raiders snap it at the 36. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Well, that's a rough way to get the game started, isn't it, Phil? Come out and throw an early pick.
Oh, it is. It's a terrible way to start for the quarterback and everybody involved, but I'll tell you this. I think it was a terrible call. So the quarterback, when the play's not there, throw it away. He took a chance, and that's why it was intercepted.
They're happy to begin this drive from this point. First down at the 39. Max all over the ball carrier.
The Packers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards. Take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Catch made near the sideline.
Things haven't changed from when I played till now. When it's zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got in this last play.
Just 23 yards to the end zone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Look at that concentration. 6 on the board for the Packers.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? An easy touchdown pass.
Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff. Ross is going to start his return. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Cooper's got it on a pass that had some heat. First down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the first. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And it's just thrown away. Amari Cooper caught a ton of passes at Alabama and was the first wide receiver taken in the 2015 draft.
He's ready to come in and play right away in the NFL. He's smooth. He knows how to run routes, and he was the man at Alabama, and that's what you want in your number one receiver.
Red 18. Red 18.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Looking to go deep. It's intercepted. They've already jumped in front here early, and now after the interception, they have a chance to even make the lead a little bit larger, Phil.
Yeah, I like the way they're playing, don't you, Jim? It just looks fun. They got a lot of energy out there on both sides of the football, and this other team, they better be ready. I think they're in trouble.
Lacey, a solo back set. Set up screen to Lacey. Breaks free.
If you want to keep your place on the offense, then catch the pass and break a tackle and get some extra yards. That's what the guy did on that play. Nice job by him.
When Green Bay beat the Raiders in Super Bowl II for the second consecutive year, Bart Starr was the MVP of the game, Phil.
Yes, Jim, it was his second MVP. And just think of it this way. Bart Starr called his own plays all year long and every play in that Super Bowl, and he did an outstanding job.
And that's a gain of 9. Eddie Lacy making the big play for the Packers.
Green Bay has been begging for a big, powerful runner for years, and they have found it in Eddie Lacy, and it helps this offensive line because they're not the most powerful group in the NFL.
Second down following the run. Lacy lines up in the backfield. The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. The give. Running room. He's in the clear. The 20, the 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that one? It had it all in its speed. Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
The point after is good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Ross has got it on the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Raiders are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
As we get a look at the defense, Julius Peppers, a player opposing offenses always have to game plan for during the week.
Oh, yes. If you're an offensive lineman and you can't find anybody to block, know where Julius Peppers is and run over there and help out.
The Raiders will approach this play from out of the pistol. The Raiders from the 27. Going for the home run. And it's incomplete.
You know, Jim, it's been a long time, but when I played, it was third and long early in the game. I knew the defense was going to be very careful. So I was already thinking, if I don't like it down the field, I'm going to throw it short and do it quickly.
3rd and 10 coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense. This is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. Cars lined up, 2 tight ends set. Michael Crabtree on the receiving end. The Raiders roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
First down here. The Packers with a nickel look here on defense. Looking long. Second down and 10. Looking to go down the field here. One-handed. Makes the grab. Bill, that's one of the best one-handed catches we've seen all year, isn't it?
Jim, that's one of the best. You don't see many this outstanding. And these wide receivers, if they can't get two hands on the football, they've taught themselves over time just to go up or stretch as far as they can and get that one hand on it. And it is amazing how many times they make the catch.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. And it's batted down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position, down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage at the 11. Second and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Clinton Dix able to read that play and make the hit.
The Raiders think they're doing a good job this time by running the football on second down. And what do? They lose a couple yards. Now you have 3rd and long. You better be careful in this situation.
The Raiders still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. This will be the 8th play of this drive. It's a 2 tight end formation.
Right, red 18.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Let's go.
The coach is going to go for it.
All right, here we go.
The Raiders turn the ball over on downs.
The Raiders go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Packers offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. First down at the 16. Tucks all over that offense and brings him down.
The Packers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
A long field ahead of them at the 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he hauls it in. That's reception number 2 for him. The Packers are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Rodgers had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove.
First down at the 49. He has the grab, and now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field, is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Rodgers 5 for 5 after that completion. Second and 4 coming up. The Packers will take the snap from the 45. He's drilled as he throws.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Justin Tuck has a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
4th down and 10, and they're going to go for it.
319! 319!
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Raiders might have been caught off guard there on that 4th down play.
Well, why? Why would you be caught off guard in a situation like this? You always have to be ready on the defensive side. That time they were not.
1st down here after the completion. Knocked down as he fires it. Second and 10 coming up. Lacy lines up in the backfield. Set up screen to Lacy. Spins away from the tackle. Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
The Packers do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.